Alright, so we are making Tangy Glazed Pork Tenderloin. This bowl is full of poultry seasoning. There's probably about 2 tablespoons. First, we are going to take our microplaner and some garlic. I've kind of already started. And we're just going to microplane down about 3 cloves of garlic. That is my daughter. She loves to help in the kitchen. Don't mind her. I like to use the microplaner for my garlic because it releases all that really yummy, juicy garlic flavor. Much better than chopping or mincing could. Ow. Don't grate your fingers off, folks. That is painful. Last clove. So I am a mother of 3, cooking for a family of 5. And we used to eat out quite a lot. And one thing that I have learned through this pandemic is that it's honestly so much cheaper to cook at home and healthier to cook for your family. And really, it's not that hard. So I can make a full meal for 5 people. That costs $6 to make versus paying $30 a meal to sometimes much higher, $80 a meal even to feed my family. I'm cooking, sweetheart. Hey, I'm recording.
Oh,
you always want to help. You're such a good helper.
Yeah.
So after we do this, we get our garlic in here all grated up.
I smoke that all the time.
That's right. We mix it up in here with this
Well, I want to mix it all up.
poultry seasoning. If you got a daughter at home, feel free to let her help. They like it. Go ahead, mix, honey. Oh, you are such a good mixer, Addie.
I'm good at this mixing.
You're amazing at mixing. All right. So once we are done that, we are going to take.
It hurts me.
That's right. Knives can hurt little girls. That's why we let the grown-ups handle them, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So we have.
Little beads in your eye.
Try and do this away from the kid, but she's on the wrong side.
No eyes.
What, honey?
Can you have no eye?
Oh yeah, poke an eye out. That's right.
That would be mad.
Yeah, that would not be good. Anyhow, so we open up the pork tenderloin.
You want us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I want spoons for my eyes.
And we get it out. And we're actually not going to pat it down because we kind of want the rub to adhere to it a little bit. Silly me, I forgot something. Fresh cracked pepper has to go in the rub too. Always, always, always. Anyhow, so mix that in a little bit. Take our rub.
A little bit more.
We just
Do that.
coat. Yeah, that's right. We coat our pork tenderloin in this.
Can you do that, Mom?
No, sweetie. You haven't washed your hands, honey.
I need to.
Okay, you go over there and wash your hands, and then you can help me more. Get it nice and thoroughly coated. Make sure that there's garlic on spots, and you can see the garlic doesn't melt in too well. A lot of times I will just, because the garlic doesn't incorporate very well, I will rub the garlic on first, and then just roll this in the poultry seasoning with cracked pepper. Now, once this is done like this, beautiful, right? We're going to let this relax for a little bit, and we are going to get ready to make our glaze.
My hands are all clean.
Alright, we are back. We are now going to make the glaze for my tangy pork tenderloin. One of my favorites. First, there's really not too much to this. It's a very, very simple glaze. We're going to take our saucepan, and on medium heat, we are going to heat 1/2 of a cup of vinegar. I prefer to use about 1/4 of a cup white vinegar and 1/4 of a cup rice vinegar. Whether you use that or not is up to you. Okay, come on then, princess.
I love putting
After we add the vinegar, next we are going to add 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. You gonna help out, honey?
Yeah.
Careful, slowly. There we go.
That's a lot.
And then we are gonna add 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Okay, there you go. Awesome. And we're going to take our handy dandy whisk, and we are just going to stir that until it is all dissolved. Now we are going to want to add this until it is boiling, or just about boiling. Simmering is more like it. While we are waiting for that, we are going to take 1/2 of a cup of water. Sorry, and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And we are just going to pour the water into the cornstarch.
Wow.
And mix it around until we get a sort of paste. This is how we are going to thicken our soy sauce glaze, or teriyaki glaze. Well, almost teriyaki.
Yeah.
And once the water is mixed into that, the rest of the water can go into the pot. And just set this aside while this boils. There goes the baby. Okay, now that this is steaming, as you can see, that means it is just about to boiling point. Next, we are going to slowly add our cornstarch mixture to thicken. And we're just going to keep stirring this as it cooks until it thickens nicely.
I can stir a lot.
Now, this is nice and thick and bubbly as a glaze. As you can see, it sticks to the spoon rather lovely.
This is sticky. Mom, this is sticky.
That is just about the consistency you want. This is what we are going to use to glaze our pork tenderloin with. Let's get it out, shall we? Alright, we have our tenderloin out and ready to be glazed. And we are going to bake this in the oven at 275. Mine's currently preheating, for about an hour. While that's preheating, we are just going to baste this tenderloin in some of this delicious glaze. I unfortunately don't have a silicone brush, otherwise I would be using it because it's less likely to make the rosemary stick. In fact, I'm just going to do this for my first little coat here. There we go. Get it nicely coated on all sides. Nice thick set of glaze on there. And then we are just gonna pop this sucker in the oven, like I said, for about an hour at 275. But we are going to come and add another layer of glaze about every 15-20 minutes or so. We will check back with you when we're done. Alright, so we are just going to put our last little bit of glaze on here, our last coat, and stick it back in the oven for another minute or two. Just to let that get a nice coat on the outside.
That smells good.
I'm glad you think that smells good.
Yum, yum.
Alright, we are just going to put this in the oven again. And we are done. We're going to let this rest for a little bit, and once it's finished resting, we are going to cut it open and let y'all take a look at the cross section. It's cooked to about 150 degrees.
Are you not going to eat it?
Yes, honey, we're going to have that for supper with some roasted mashed potatoes. We'll check back with you when this is rested and ready to go. Oh, and don't forget to save some of your glaze that's left over just to drizzle over once it's sliced. It's so yummy and delicious. Okay, this is rested now for about 10 minutes, so we are just going to
I want to help.
cut our cross section and see how she looks.
It looks. Wait. Wow.
Ooh, look at that. Nice and juicy.
I'm going to eat it.
My fingers are all sticky now. That looks just about perfect. You want to try a piece? Tell me how yummy it is.
Oh,
Oh,
that's too hot.
is it? Okay, sorry. Here, I'll get you a different piece and I'll cool it down first.
Maybe I can't try it.
There we go. That one's nice and cool.
I don't want to.
Try the bacon.
It's still a bit hot.
No, it's not. It's nice and warm. Mmm. 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 That is so yummy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yummy.
Delicious and moist and so juicy. This goes really good with
I want
cream
more.
cheese mashed potatoes.
I want more.
You want more? That's awesome. We're going to have more for supper. Anyhow, that's how you make my tangy glazed pork tenderloin. I hope you all try it. Please follow me. Leave me a comment, and I will do my best to answer any questions. If you have any requests of meals you'd like to see me make, shoot me a message or a comment, and I will see what I can do.
I want.
Look forward to seeing you guys again. Happy New Year's.
Bye.
Bye from me and my little helper, Adelaide.
Bye for me and Mom.